All right, Douglas, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me and chat with me a little bit about what's next steps in your career. I understand the company that you're currently working for is closing. You
Yes.
told me that. You have been there since 2021?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the floor. Why don't you tell me, let's kind of go backwards and just tell me a little bit about your work history.
Well, for right now, I am the director of construction in the state of Florida, which means I have projects here in Tallahassee right now. Had them in Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, a lot of Cape Carl, Florida, Fort Myers, all that. So I'm all over the state, managing all these places. I have superintendents at each location that I deal with on a daily basis. Dealt with, not anymore. I'm the last one here in Florida. I'm also a licensed contractor in the state of Florida as well. So that pretty much, I mean, I've done everything. I pulled my own permits, did my own information sheets and everything else, ground up, built houses for several years. What else? Oh, my
Now,
age.
I was just going to say, what type of construction are you currently? Is it commercial? Is it residential?
It's multifamily residential right now. Yes.
Okay. All
Uh,
right. And then you had custom experience. You had your own business, correct?
yes, that's when I built the custom homes for several years.
Okay. All right. And let's see here. And you said you were a building inspector for a few years.
Still have that
Uh,
license as well.
I'm sorry.
Still have that license as well. It's
Okay.
still
All
current.
right. Okay. Perfect. And then tell me about Empire Works. What did you do there?
Empire Works, that was, we did large HOA construction defects throughout the
Oh,
state. Yeah.
tell me about that. What does that mean?
Stucco falling off the side of a building after 5 years. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
A lot of
Okay.
that. Those were large projects, 10, 15, $20 million at a time, depending on the size of the HOA project. Did those in Jacksonville and Orlando mainly.
Mhm.
Then Florida passed a bunch of new laws and kind of made that a little tougher. So that's actually kind of gone away. But yeah, at that point, we did everything in house. I had a crew of 93 guys at any one point, different locations throughout the state, superintendents on each of those jobs as well. But I was still responsible for all the daily activities on all those projects.
Okay. And then you left that position to go to your current position?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as far as the companies that you've worked for, 'cause they're a little bit different, each one of them, would you, which one would you say would be the closest with the annual revenue between that 20 and 50 million range that we talked about?
Oh, both the last two, Empire
Okay.
Works and CI. CI, well, nationally is a $350 million company at one point.
Hmm.
Our projects, the one up here in Tallahassee, it's one of the smaller ones. We're closing it out at 1.8 mil.
Hmm.
And we've had very large projects in Tampa and Orlando,
Hmm.
and one very large one in Fort Myers.
Okay. So walk me through like what your process would be to ensure project quality and then of course cost control at the same time.
Well, big things most of these companies have always done. We try to buy out everything beforehand. That's how you
Hmm.
keep cost of your control under control. Supervision. We implement many different softwares throughout both of these. Daily reports. Company Cam was a big thing for us. My daily supervisors would give me Company Cam reports on the progress of everything that was going on each of their projects. That way, I was able to track things as well as spreadsheets, lots of spreadsheets.
Hmm.
Um, Cost to completes were constantly done, updated.
Okay. Now, were you working on any type of contract negotiations, payment terms in your role?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm usually the first one on site when we're to bid. I always walked all of our jobs first. Got with my estimator.
Hmm.
He's remote. He was remote. And then he and I would come through and go through line items and create the actual budgets and all the proposals and everything that were run out. So yeah, I was in charge from beginning to the end.
Okay. How would you describe your leadership style?
Um, I try to be a mentor. It's amazing people that are superintendents who can supervise the job, but really don't know a lot about construction. So again, I've been doing this for a while. Just teaching them basic stuff is very important, and how to do their job a little bit easier.
Mhm.
Teach them how to talk to subs because this job's now is all subbed out. We don't have anybody in house.
Mhm.
So negotiate with them, keep them on track. Don't let them tear up all your materials and everything else because they're not paying for them, but you got to still be accountable for them.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I just constant communication, and I visit every job site at least once or twice a month, depending on where I was going and what I was doing. So yeah,
Sure.
eyes on.
Hmm. Now, like as far as organizational skills and multitasking, in any type of leadership role, especially executive leadership role, such as this, you're like balancing a lot of different things. Tell me a little bit about how you like keep yourself organized to be able to do, um, you know, lots of multitasking and such.
Again, it's spreadsheets, cost of completes,
Yeah.
constantly where you're at with the materials.
Hmm.
Again, company cam, keep up to date on what's going on, keep a handle on things. If there's a problem, my
Hmm.
biggest thing is don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Uh, if there's a problem, we can figure it out. If you don't tell me there's a problem, I can't help you
Hmm.
figure it out.
Yeah.
That was my biggest thing with my superintendents. Just let me know before something happens.
Okay.
Try to anticipate what's going to happen as much as you can.
Now tell me a little bit about like customer service. So I'd love to learn about maybe a situation where you've worked with customers. So are you involved in that at all in your current role or in a past role?
Oh yeah, all my roles, I'm always involved with that.
Okay.
The company we're working for here in Tallahassee is called Balfour Beatty. They're a multinational company. Their rep that I deal with several times a week, his name is Dave Barno. He
Hmm.
lives in Tampa. I keep him informed. We talk constantly. We have a friend rapport. When I was doing doing the other one with the HOAs, I was always involved with the president, vice president of the HOA companies. I always had them walking my sites, telling them what's going on, where we're going next, just to keep people involved. The more you keep people involved, the easier it is. Uh,
Hmm.
Not telling people things is not a good thing because then you're just
Sure.
digging yourself out of holes. Again,
Hmm.
honesty is the easiest thing.
Absolutely. Now we talked about this a little bit off camera. Um, you have a very good seasoned uh, career. You have amazing experience. Really important to know that I liked you said something a few minutes ago about like some of the project managers and such not knowing how to do things. Like I feel like there's such a huge value in that to be able to go in and know and be able to teach others because I agree. I meet with a lot of candidates, and a lot of times we'll ask them questions, and they just don't know some of the answers. So I'm imagining you see that as well. So we talked a little bit about like what's next steps for you, and what you're looking for ideally in your next role. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell me a little bit about that.
Ideally, my next role, hopefully, the role that I retire from. I thought that was going to be this job, but it's
Hmm.
not. Not that I'm looking to retire anytime soon. I
Hmm.
love what I do. I get up every morning early, whether I have to or not. Even on weekends, it's just my nature. It's what I
Yeah.
do. I I love construction. I love building
Okay.
things. I grew up mainly in Jacksonville, and
Hmm.
I can drive around that town. I did a lot with my children and say, I built that. I built that. Yeah, I worked on that. They just look at me like I'm a crazy person, but it's what I do.
So then that next step would be your next position, and you said probably until you retire. And so, you know, what are you thinking? 5-year plan, 10-year plan? What are you thinking with that?
I'm thinking at least a minimum of 7 more years,
Hmm.
honestly. If it goes
Okay.
longer than that, then great. Again, I will do this as long as I am happy with what I'm doing. I
Okay.
enjoy what I do, and as long as I enjoy it, then it's not really work.
Wonderful. All right, Douglas. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this portion of the interview, but we got a lot more to talk about. So don't go anywhere.